On behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to welcome Bishop Baker, Father Deering, Father Ackerman, Deacon Straley, Ms. Julie Emery Johnson, the administration, faculty, and staff of Holy Spirit Catholic School, the parishioners of Holy Spirit Church, and the parents, godparents, friends, and relatives of the class of 2018. Thank you all for being here to share in the Holy Mass and support our class as we enter into a new chapter of our lives. I stand before you today as class salutatorian, and it is an honor to speak in front of you all. However, I do not feel deserving of it. I feel this way because I do not feel like my GPA is an accurate representation of who I am. While it says that I, by some fraction of a point, have the second highest grade point average in the grade and thus worthy representing my class, I do not feel like that is the case. I'm not the smartest kid in our class, and I'm definitely not the most talented. The class of 2018 is full of incredibly athletic, intelligent, artistic, and diverse individuals, and I'm proud to be among them. Today, surrounded by our closest friends and dearest relatives, we celebrate the beginning of a new dawn in our lives. This moment is the start of the rest of our lives, and it is hard not to look back at the amazing times I've had with my classmates. The class of 2018 has been my family for 15 years, and they've been with me through everything. Together we have learned everything from tying our shoes to finding the equilibrium point on a supply and demand curve. In preschool and elementary school, we learned the fundamentals that carry us through the rest of our academic careers. We learned to read, write in cursive, and speak to adults. And as we celebrated our 6th grade graduation as a class, singing Fun's 2012 hit song, We Are Young, we felt like we could do anything. However, when we reached middle school, we realized we had a lot to learn. Middle school is when we began to figure out who we wanted to be as individuals, while also receiving our first taste of what high school would be like. Let me tell you, the teachers in middle school were not kidding when they said that they would prepare us for high school and college. I will never forget the first question in 7th grade science when we were asked, what is science? Our entire grade was stumped. The teachers of the middle school taught us to think critically and form our own opinions. They gave us life lessons, taught us how to be organized, and were the first to warn us against the mortal sin that is plagiarism. While middle school was no easy task, we got through it together. As a class, we survived the science notebooks, research papers, Rube Goldberg machines, and salt dump maps. However, our bond transcended the classroom. We also got through the awkward middle school dances, persevered through the summer reading books, and somehow survived the screeching voice cracks that plagued our speech. We left middle school as a united group, and that bond only strengthened in the years to come. High school was a new experience for all of us. We were picking our classes, learning to drive, and finding our paths in life. High school was when I realized how truly special my class was. Freshman year, we broke out of our shells and made friends with kids we had never had class with before. We learned things we did not know about each other on our sophomore DC trip, and we came back more attached to each other than ever before. For example, I never knew that Shorelock could sleep through anything, or that Zoe could get us into the Pentagon. Junior year, we made group chats to make sure everyone knew that there was a project due the next day, and to create our plans to beat the seniors during homecoming. While senior bias got the best of us, the experience we shared trying to beat the system only grew our bond as a class. As a grade, we went to each other's sporting events, stood in the rain during a tense penalty shootout, and were there to support each other through times of personal loss and emotional hardship. We never left each other's side, except for when Matt broke a light in the locker room, and we were all threatened with detention if we didn't say who did it, so we threw Matt under the bus. Sorry, Matt. All these moments led to our senior year. I think it is safe to say we went all out for our last year here at Holy Spirit. After all, it started with Matthew Molinex making a countdown timer for graduation, so we knew we had no time to waste. We finally won homecoming, and we went crazy every senior night. I'll never forget running up and down the gym on basketball senior night, holding a giant cutout of Braylon's face, and seeing his reaction from the other side of the court when he saw it. We brought confetti poppers to Laura and Zachary's signing day, and we got big whenever anyone in our grade won an award or received recognition. We supported each other through the process of applying for college, and we celebrated together when acceptance letters came in. Words cannot begin to describe how fortunate I feel to have these people as my friends. They, as they did for everyone else, supported me through everything. They were there to celebrate with me as I received scholarships and recognitions, and they were also there for me when I needed them the most. When my grandmother passed away in March, my classmates were the first to support me. These same people who days earlier were wishing me luck on an interview were now sending messages of love and support to me and my family. They encouraged me to go play a soccer game and be around them while everything was going on. Thanks to them, I had a sense of normalcy during a time that was anything but normal. I will never forget what you guys all did for me, and I would like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for an amazing 15 years and an unforgettable experience as your classmate. Thank you to the teachers and staff for showing us that it's okay to be wrong, and sometimes all we need to do is show our work, even though I still struggle with that. But Mr. Krug will tell you I'm doing better. Thank you to the parents, godparents, and relatives of our class for raising us into the young men and women we are today and instilling in us values and morals that will guide us into adulthood. And thank you, Mom and Dad. I know you guys didn't want me to embarrass you all in front of everyone, but I would not be here today without you and the sacrifices you made for me. Thank you to my brother, David. We grew up together, and watching you achieve great things showed me that I could too. Because after all, you were still the kid that I beat at FIFA and real soccer all the time. I would like to thank God for blessing me with an incredible group of peers and an amazing family, and for giving me the opportunity to become the person I am now. As we leave here today, I know that it will be sad to go our separate ways and journey into the real world. However, I would like to share with you some words of wisdom I received a few days ago from our class philosopher, the great Parker Hawkins. He told me that he does not want to view this as a sad goodbye, but instead wants to look ahead at what's next. He told me that he always looks ahead at the next chapter because he hopes it'll be as great as the last one. That really struck me, and I know he's right. God only knows what's next for our star athletes, lovable class clowns, incredible geniuses, talented artists, and future servicemen and women. But I know it'll be great. No matter how far the distances become, how great the challenges, or how difficult the road ahead is, I know that we will be okay and ready to succeed because we have a loving God above us, solid morals and academics in us, and good people around us to help us along the way. I am confident that the bond we share together as the class of 2018 will never break, because after all, we are forever family. Thank you for everything, and God bless.